Howdy folks, it's Sonelias and welcome to this game called Stellaris. It's a let's play of the human race, so we're going to be loading our previous save game. Now, I had some problems that occurred during my Let's Play 38, so I haven't actually published that, so I'm actually going to revert back to the end of Let's Play 37 to redo the Let's Play number 38. So whilst we're loading that, once it actually is loaded, we should of course get to see exactly where we are in terms of our map at the moment. All my various different systems are together, and you see that I've actually started aggregating the various different fleets into a single system. I try to basically move them all together. I'm going to merge more of those together here as well. And one of the things I want to do in here as well is I want to make sure I basically name my fleets correctly. So this particular fleet here is my main battle fleet. Otherwise it gets a bit confusing if you look at all these individual... I should of course have spelled that correctly, which I didn't. I should of course point out here that basically it is making your life a lot easier by having names assigned to individual fleets. Otherwise you end up with fleet 1, fleet 4, fleet 6, etc, which doesn't really tell you much. So my second fleet is really a smaller fleet, a lesser fleet. But it's still very useful in terms of what I can do. It basically distracts my enemies, like I did in the war that I had earlier on in this Let's Play with my friends, the Rutarians. Well, friends. They still see me as their rival, and I see them as my rival. Let's collapse the fleet section here briefly. I still got a colony ship out there, which I have in a particular system here, which is far to the north at the moment. And I was looking at colonizing that planet there, which I can't do, unfortunately, which is no big problem. I'm not sure whether I actually want to get in too close to that particular enclave here. Now let's have a brief look at actually our list of contacts. I'm just going to get rid of all the primitives, and other empires. I just want to have a look at the fallen empires that we have. And this is the Kanjodan enclave. And if I look at their actual description... does it give that information here? They are militant isolationists. The other one I actually had been in a war with is this particular one here, the Stagnant Ascendancy, which is Tal Akur Forerunners. And they are holy guardians. The fallen empire dedicates itself to the preservation and defense of its holy sites. Colonizing systems that they consider sacred is likely to incur their ire. I kind of like the fact that it gives you a description like that. The Fallen Empire dedicated itself to the defense of its borders against any intruders. Colonizing systems that border them is likely to draw their ire. Again, probably this one as well. The Fallen Empire dedicates itself to the defense of its borders against any intrusions. Colonizing systems that border them is likely to draw their ire. So that seems to be a common trait for all these Fallen Empires. They will basically go to war with you if you colonize systems that are too close to them. Now, I've got a system here that I would love to colonize, but I think that will basically incur their ire. And if I look at the actual empire itself, there's a zone of no other empires around that. Again, I see the same down here. There seems to be a zone around the Telakur Forerunners, as well as about the Andigon Shard, in terms of them not having any systems bordering it. Now I've got that system here. Have I actually got a colony here? Yes, I do. That. Now, in reality, what I mean to say here is that I might actually have drawn their ire here, but it looks like I haven't yet. Why not? I'm not sure. So they see border friction occurring already on there. I could maybe offer them a trade deal to maybe pledge my non-aggression towards them. Give them some minerals, maybe. Actually, they don't even seem interested in that. Interesting. Civilian access, they don't want that either. Station rights, no. Let's send it to them. Let's see what they actually say about that particular offer. Have I got any science ships that are not doing anything at the moment? It doesn't look like it. I've got some construction vessels here. And here as being in this system here. On this side. Now I want to basically do something in this system here in terms of protecting my borders. So those two ships that I selected, I want to move them up towards this position here. And if I be more precise, I want to build a military station probably right near to the border here. Because if I look at that line here, that takes me into a system that's theirs. And I really want to protect myself from any of their systems that I could potentially travel to or from. So that's really what's my focus in that system here at the moment. Let's see, second ship. Have I got instructions to them? No, it's only going to be moving. And again, I want to build another defensive station here as well. It looks like someone has declared war here. So the Tel Akur Forerunners have declared war upon the Sonjixi Combine. Interesting. So let's have a look at where that actually is. That is further down here, of course. Is that these guys here? Yeah, it's that system here. The Tel Akur Forerunners actually consider that particular system here already a threat to themselves. So I'm kind of lucky, I guess, with the Goin shard here, that they don't consider my space here to be a threat to themselves.
Construction complete.
Okay, so I got some construction going on in here. So I've got a space station here, which is actually in one of my sectors that's been expanded. And I actually want to upgrade that station with some additional components. And then we get a mission here of a mummified remains having been found, etc., all in orbit around one of the planets. Now, if I just zoom in on that particular planet, that's space station, that's science vessel, I should really say, is doing various different things, and I have already assigned research to them, so perfect. And I just completed an actual research project at a higher level. So let's have a look. We should be able to create a level 4 space station now. And I basically can choose my next level of research. Now I don't want to go for the droids. The droids could potentially cause some issues, so I want to basically maybe focus in on the spaceport level 5. Gives you the ability to build cruisers. Perfect. Trade deal. Don't waste our time with such an outrageous offer again. Yeah, I don't think that's an outrageous offer, but I guess that's your personal opinion there, which is perfectly fine. We do have one of our systems here where we don't have the full utilization of all the individual resources yet. No big problem. But really what I want to do at this point, I want to basically go to my individual space stations and start upgrading them to the next level. Now, in terms of resource, I don't have enough resources for that. And it looks like I actually also need to get some additional energy in place. So I really should focus on some of those services and see what I can do to get some additional energy to come forth from there. So that's already given me a little bit extra. What can I do on this planet here maybe? Any additional energy I could do here? So I've got a power hub there. Got a surplus of 1 in terms of food. So ideally I want to basically upgrade these farms at some point. But in the meantime, whilst awaiting that to happen, I could build a power plant here. And I could maybe reallocate one of my people. So instead of doing resources, they can maybe focus in on that power generation. Once it comes, of course, about and becomes active. Wooding. What can I do on wooding to basically increase my power output? Now I've got a region there that I can't remove yet. I'll do that at some point once I got the technology for it. Power plants are at level 3 there, etc. Let's have a look at Earth. Ooh, there are some opportunities here of doing something, it looks like. So let's build my power plant there. Do I want to do a power plant? So I got power plant level 3 already there. I've got a power hub already here. So in this particular place, I want to build in here a Betharian power plant, I think. Once that's completed, that will give me a nice boost in terms of energy output there. And I will have to have a look at whether I can actually upgrade some of these. So that power hub is already at maximum level. But I think that power station here would be a good one. I think if I look at this place here, I should really be building some science labs there. I'm not sure why I haven't done that yet. Have I got a surplus in terms of food? It looks like I do. Hydroponic farms in level 1. So in reality I could build something else in this position here. Should I do a military academy? Should I do something else? I'm not sure. What have I got main focus on here? I don't seem to have a main focus yet. What does this do? This unique quality of are allowed to be processed into an easily tuned explosive. Okay, Empire Unique gives me a boost in terms of minerals. No, not really what I'm looking for. Army build speed, army damage. Okay, so I'm really looking for more power. So let's build another power plant here. Yes, I know I'll lose the tile benefit. I don't really need that surplus of food.
Situation log updated.
So we've got a new president that was elected. So let's actually have a look at the new mandate that we get with that. It is orbital research. Okay. Orbital research. So if I look at my space here, so I got a construction vessel here that's been building defensive structures there. What can I do in terms of getting more research done here? Good question. I'm not entirely sure. I think I've pretty much maxed out all that I can already do, unless I spread my wings further out
Complete.
and go for maybe putting another outpost somewhere or another colony somewhere where I could actually use that. Tropical world, interesting. Should I or should I not? I'm pretty sure if I place something there, that'll trigger a war with these guys here, the United Julian Sovereignty. Now let's see what I can actually get in from communicating with them. So if I look at the distance, maybe I should use my name. So if I look at the United Julian, of course I'm looking at the wrong order. So United Julian Sovereignty, they have got a 8 number planets, 99 population. They are wary of us. And we are equivalent in terms of fleet power. Naval capacity is equivalent. Their technology level is superior. Now they are independent. Rivals with another party there, and they've got trade deals with me, which is good. And they've got... okay. Their opinion of us is pretty high. So these guys are already in our alliance. Where are these guys? These are quite far away, aren't they? The Ultur State. Ultur State. Where is the Ultur State? That's over here. Okay. So they are quite positive about us. I was kind of hoping to be able to use that to my advantage, but I don't really see that happening straight away. Let's just set time back to flowing at the correct rate.
System survey complete.
Further research has been completed, which is good. Now I need to choose what to do next. Ah, interesting. Now,
Construction complete.
I kind of want to be able to remove the mountain range. I could of course colonize the Arctics, but let's do that mountain range for the moment. We have completed some construction, which is one of our space stations here. Just perfectly fine. I'm just going to upgrade that space station to the next level. Let's have a look at the other space stations here. I haven't got enough resources for upgrading this one, which is not a big problem. Have I got any surplus in terms of food? Yes, I do. And I should be able to clear these mountain ranges once I actually complete that next bit of technology. That'll be good. So wooding. Where do we stand in terms of food? We've got a massive surplus there. So I'll probably want to do something in terms of power here. Now, do I want to do a power hub? I already have a power plant there. Mineral processing. Power plant. I've got no power hub yet.
Construction complete.
So a power hub would be beneficial there, it looks like. And finally I'm running a positive again, which is good. We've completed the survey here with one of our vessels.
Construction complete.
Problem in itself.
System survey complete.
Another one of these space stations has
Construction
completed.
complete.
Looks like we're getting quite a few space stations to be built, which is, I guess, a good idea. And that's the one around Earth, it looks like. So what do we want to do in here? Do I want to get that Corvette assembly line? Well, I don't think so yet, but I could of course do something else in here. Let's just wait for the moment being. Construction science. So I've got a science ship here ready to be reallocated in terms of surveying. Let's start surveying the next system down here, or actually really should be saying up here because it's up towards the north of the galactic center.
Construction complete.
New Roanoke has finished its surface construction queue. What do we find on the surface here? Looks like we can upgrade this power plant. Or that's actually... Yes, power plant? Yeah, it is a power plant. I was kind of confusing with the hub briefly. Let's look at some of our other planets. Is there anything you can upgrade? Yes, I can.
Construction complete.
So giving us additional boosts in terms of power output. And really I want to see something done about this planet here. It is... Can we terraform it? What's the options? We can terraform this to continental, oceanic.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
That's nice to know that we can actually do that kind of stuff. The leader has gained a level. Construction complete. Wooding
Construction
surface
complete.
construction. Which is fine.
Construction complete. Special project complete.
Ooh. So we restored power to the automated shipyards over Revec 2, which is over here. And we've just gained some additional ships. Now, can I move those ships away from there? I'm kind of hoping I can. I can. Good. So we earlier found some of those ships in another system where we actually couldn't move them away from there, which was highly annoying. Yeah, just to put it at the mildest. So that science vessel can be reallocated now. Do I want to basically survey that system there, I guess? I want to basically get as many of these systems surveyed as I can. Just at least I know exactly what kind of resources are available in what particular systems. Now, in looking at these places here, so I got some of that terraforming gas over there, which is great. Again, that's the terraforming liquids is also available there. Now what does that actually do for me? So I can actually terraform 3 planets, it looks like. 3 planets as well as places. Now does that actually allow me to go to one of these planets here? Now, let's take one of my construction vessels here, and let's say I want to basically do something with this particular place here. Ah, so I can actually do a terraforming station around there. What can I terraform it to then? I guess that's something I need to find out. I just need to build one and see how that actually goes, to see what I can actually do with that. I suspect I should be able to change the type of planet it is. Now that's a tundra one. But if I look at my space here, have I got any other planets that I just can't colonize yet, but are pretty decent size? Being decent size would actually give me a pretty good boost in terms of population. So this one over here is a planet with size 16. My apologies. So if I just look at the surface of this, it's not surveyed. Why did I not survey that system? I guess I just need to send my fleet here. Let's send both our main fleets here. sure why I got those minor fleets here as well.
Construction complete.
I probably should have joined those up with the other fleets before I sent them over, but that's fine for the moment being. So really, in this particular episode, there's not much that has happened here. What are these guys doing now? They are building science vessels, which is fine. They've got themselves a tiny little fleet of 4 corvettes. They've got themselves a construction vessel, which
System
is good.
survey complete.
Ah, what have they got here? They've got themselves a wormhole generator. Interesting. So what can I offer them in terms of trade? Research agreement, no. I can offer them information, so I can offer them a star chart. Let's do the migration access as well. I kind of should have clicked on just okay. So migration access for the next 10 years, let's say. And I'm offering them active sensor links. They hopefully will be accepting it. Or hopefully they should. They've accepted our trade proposal. Let's have a brief look at what we got in our empire in terms of population. Can I see that over here? Or is this the place to look at it? It doesn't really give me an overview in totality, does it?
Construction
there we go.
complete.
So 221 populations within our empire, of which there are 214 of our own species. I suspect that's what it means. Demand independent Wuding, independent Akutsuki sector, consolidated support. So there are certain levels of support for some of these factions here. Wuding Freedom Militia. Wuding, have I got an actual governor on there? I do.
Construction complete.
Okay. So anyways, I think for the length of the particular video itself, it's a good idea if we just call it a day on here. So I'm just going to pause the game. I'm going to save this away as, of course, Let's Play 38. I'm going to overwrite it because, of course, my earlier recording of that had failed. So thanks again for watching. Hopefully I'll see you on the next one. And if you have any comments, please leave them in the box below. Or if you like the video, then click on the like button. Thank you.